Dia was clutching the handle of the rickshaw very tightly, that her knuckles had gone white. She was going to have a panic attack, but she had to remain strong for Samir. If she let her emotion weigh her, she would not be able to help Samir. Dia was getting ready to take Trisha, her 5 years old daughter, to her dance class when she received a call from one of Samir's colleagues that Samir has met with an accident and they are taking him to city hospital. She handed over Trisha to her neighbor and took a rickshaw to hospital. Please God, let Samir be okay. She reached hospital in few minutes and ran towards the emergency ward. Samir's colleague Rakesh met her at the entrance. He said that they had admitted Samir and are checking him for the extent of his injury.
Who is with the accident patient?
Dia and Rakesh went towards the nurse. She guided them towards the doctor's chamber. Dr. Seth was busy examining the X-ray on his desk.
Patient is in very serious condition. He has lost so much blood and we need to operate on him as soon as possible.
Please, doctor, is Samir going to be okay?
Look, Mrs. Samir, I will not give you any false hope, but Samir has got a very serious head injury and we will have to call a surgeon for the operation. If the surgeon attends the patient immediately, there is still hope for him.
Doctor, don't worry about the fees. Call the surgeon immediately.
I have called the surgeon, but he is out of the city and will reach hospital after about 2 hours. And you do know about this traffic in the city and how it works. But we are trying our best to treat him until he comes. You can complete all the formalities at the counter.
Okay, doctor.
Rakesh led Dia to the counter and after filling the forms and necessary documents, they were guided to the waiting room. Dia was very much worried. She had no relative in the city that she can call for help. She was repeatedly praying to God that the surgeon reach as soon as possible. After waiting for an hour, Dia went to the lobby as she was sick of sitting and waiting. She can't sit idle and wait for the surgeon to come. She was just going to approach nurse on the counter when she saw someone whom she can recognize anywhere. It was her friend Saina, her ex-friend. What is she doing here? Thought Dia. Yeah, she's a doctor, but she went to USA. Sanya saw her and gave her a hug. Dia was hesitant but hugged her back.
What are you doing here?
Well, I am called for an emergency for one patient who has met with a road accident. What are you doing here?
My husband has met with an accident and he is in serious condition.
Please, Tia, calm down. Let me meet the doctor and I will let you know.
Dia was informed by the nurse that she can sit in the waiting lounge. She went there and sat with heavy heart. Sanya Sharma was her best friend through primary and high school. But by nature, both were opposite. Sanya was extroverted and Dia was introverted. Sanya was beautiful, had long black hair, almond-shaped eyes and was everyone's favorite. She was very intelligent and would win all the competition in her school. Dia was reserved and was very slow in making friends. But Sanya was her best friend like they were made for each other because there were no secrets of life between them. Sanya joined medical college and Dia enrolled in the Teachers Institute. But both the colleges were in the same campus and their friendship continued. Sanya made many friends as per her nature, while Dia was emotionally dependent only on Sanya. The hard days started for Dia as Sanya's new friends became her world and she could not spare time for Dia. It happened 3 times in a short period that Sanya postponed their meetings, giving some excuses. One day she could not stop herself and went to Sanya's hostel. She knocked the door. Door was opened by a girl whom Dia had never seen before. Dia saw some boys and girls inside having some drink and very bad stench.
Where is Sanya?
Who are you?
I am Dia, her best friend.
Who you are? The best friend? She was talking about the clingy one.
Where is Sanya?
She gave a hint to Dia to go inside.
Sanya?
What are you doing here?
I came to check on you. You were not picking up my phone and you didn't come to meet at our place.
Oh, come on, Dia. I'm not your boyfriend. Do you understand that? I'm not answerable to you. Can you just leave? I have got my new friends here and they are far better than you.
Sanya was shaking very badly, and it was as if Sanya was not her best friend but a different person. Dia was not able to say a word. She looked at Manav, but he was sitting, staring there as if he was in another world. Dia had crushed for Manav, and Sanya knew it. Dia, crying and shaking.
Are you drinking, Sanya? Or is it drugs?
It is none of your business. It is my life.
Dia left the place and she was very heartbroken. After graduation, she went back to her town and found out that Sanya had also completed her studies and left for USA. Seeing Sanya again brought all her memories back.
Mrs. Samir, operation was successful and your husband is out of danger now.
Thank you, doctor.
You will have to thank the specialist who operated on him.
Yeah, I would definitely do that.
But the specialist had already left. I will personally thank her, thought Dia. Samir got discharged from hospital after 1 month, and Dia got busy with his post-treatment and his physiotherapy exercise. Dia was visiting her hometown with Samir and Prisha, who were attending her cousin's wedding. She thought of her friend Sanya and decided to visit her parents and get her address so that she can thank her personally. Sanya's mother opened the door for her. She had become very pale and was looking aged beyond her years. And she opened the door further to let her in. Dia has visited Sanya's house many times in past, and one thing she was not expecting was the photo frame of Sanya on the opposite wall with a garland on the frame. Dia was not able to believe her eyes. How? When? She was not able to form a sentence.
When did this happen, Auntie?
Sanya's mom started sobbing. It has been 5 years.
What?
Yes. Sanya went to USA after completing her medical degree and met with an accident while partying with her friends. But she met me at she was not able to finish her sentence. It was as if Sanya had come back to help her best friend as she used to do when they were best friends.